All right, this is a video on how to get a Harbor Freight sandblaster to work like a professional setup. It takes a little bit of preparation. In a million years, you're not going to go buy this unit, take it home, dump some media in it, and have it work right. In a million years, you're not. So what I'm going to concentrate on first is the media, the sand. I buy mine at Home Depot. It's $4 and 89 cents for 50 pounds. It's play sand. The problem is if you look at the bag here, it's wet. When you buy it, it's wet. So you cannot put this in your sandblaster wet, or it'll clog up and you'll never get any spray out of it. Second problem is, once you get it dry, you have to get all the big pieces out of it that are going to clog up your sandblaster every 5 minutes while you're blasting, causing you to dump all the pressure, take the little piece out and put it all back together, and you'll be able to blast for another 45 seconds and it'll do it again. So after much trial and error, what I do, if I don't have a month, if you have a week or two, you can literally sit the bags, open them up, put them in a tray like this, and then let it sit in an air-conditioned room for like a week to a month, and it'll dry out to where it's like fine. And then once it's dry, you have to use a sift. I made this sift here out of Home Depot metal screen. See there? It's metal. I sandwiched it between the 2x4 and a little piece of trim. And then you can see here, I'll try to zoom in, I have it under heat lamps to dry faster. This here is already powdered on the top. Where it's clumpy like this, it's still damp. So as this dries, you can see it falls through as it dries. So what goes into the can here is dry. That's a must, because you cannot sandblast with clumpy, wet media, and you can't sandblast if every 5 minutes your nozzle's clogged up because of the stuff in it. See, look at that right there. See how it's sticking, and you can put fingerprints in it? That means it's way too wet. These heat lamps will dry it. So I started in this pan, so it's going to dry for a while. And then here, I just put the sift together, so I'm trying it, but if it falls through the sift without forcing it, it's pretty well dry. Also, it's going to look like a fine sugar and not all lumpy. We'll come back to that in a little bit, but these two steps are an absolute must. You have to have good dry media, and it has to be sifted to get all the pieces out that are going to cause you a nightmare as you sandblast. My goal here is I want to sandblast the wheels on my 4Runner. So basically I went and bought two 50-pound bags, and it'll probably only take one, because when these things are set up right, man, they really work good. So next step probably within a week. But if you're doing this, you have to do it right, or you're just wasting your time. See you next time. All right, just a quick update. If you look here, these are all the pieces that would have clogged up your nozzle. That's what the screen does for you. When your sand is like that, then you can blast with it. So that sand has been dried and sifted, so that sand right there is perfect to sandblast with. Now, I only did a little sample so you would know what I'm talking about, but I still have a long way to go. So I still have the remainder of the 50 pounds right here. So I'll dry the top, put the dry in the sift, it will go down into the can, and then eventually it'll all be dry. Like I said, it takes a long time with the air conditioning in your house to dehumidify it. So I'm kind of doing this to speed up the process. So more later.